Most people walk through Seaport Village and think it's just a tourist spot. But if you know what to look for, you'll notice something else entirely. This place has quiet luxury written all over it, and most visitors have no idea they're standing in it. I've spent years studying how old money moves through spaces, and Seaport Village does something that five-star resorts spend millions trying to replicate. It creates calm without effort. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why this place feels expensive, even though it's completely free to experience. And more importantly, you're going to learn how to recognize this same energy anywhere you travel, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me tell you what Seaport Village doesn't do. It doesn't announce itself. There's no grand entrance, no valet stand, no doorman checking credentials. You can walk in from the street, from the bay, from the parking lot. It doesn't care how you arrive, because it's not trying to intimidate you. And that's the first signal. Old money spaces never make you feel like you need permission to be there. They're confident enough to stay open. Accessible doesn't mean cheap, it means secure. New money builds gates and velvet ropes because it needs to prove exclusivity. Old money just exists, and the people who understand it find it naturally. Seaport Village operates on that same frequency. Now, let's talk about the architecture, because this is where it gets interesting. Everything here is low, nothing towers. The buildings are human scale, 2 stories at most, with wide pathways and sightlines that let you see the water from almost anywhere. There's no visual competition, no structure trying to dominate your attention. This is a design principle the wealthy have understood for generations. Space should regulate you, not stimulate you. When environments are built at human scale, your nervous system relaxes. You're not craning your neck. You're not overwhelmed by glass and steel. You're just present. Compare this to most modern waterfronts. High-rises blocking the view, luxury condos that turn the ocean into a backdrop for wealth signaling. Seaport Village does the opposite. It steps back. It lets the bay be the focal point. That restraint? That's old money. Here's something most people don't notice. There's almost no branding. Walk through Seaport Village and look at the storefronts. Small signs, muted colors, nothing screaming for your attention. This is psychological curation at work. Old money environments don't compete for your focus. They allow you to choose where your attention goes. It's the same reason generational wealth doesn't wear logos. The quality speaks. The space speaks. Nothing needs to announce itself. When you're in Seaport Village, you're not being sold to aggressively. You're being invited to wander. And that invitation, that gentleness, is a luxury most commercial spaces have completely forgotten. Let's talk about pace, because this is where Seaport Village separates itself from every other San Diego attraction. There's no optimal route, no map telling you the correct way to experience it, no pressure to see everything. You can sit on a bench facing the bay for 2 hours and no one will ask you to move. You can walk in circles. You can leave after 10 minutes. The space doesn't care what you do with your time, and that freedom is rare. Most tourist destinations are engineered for throughput. Get people in, move them through, get them out. Seaport Village rejects that entirely. It's built for lingering. And lingering, the ability to exist somewhere without purpose or productivity, is one of the most underrated signals of wealth. Old money doesn't rush. It doesn't optimize. It doesn't perform. It just is. Now here's where it gets even more specific. Notice the materials. Wood, stone, weathered metal. Everything has texture. Everything has age. There's no high-gloss finish, no reflective surfaces trying to look futuristic. It's intentionally worn in, like a linen shirt that gets better with time. Patina signals permanence. It says we've been here long enough that we don't need to look new. New money replaces things. Old money lets them age gracefully. Seaport Village could renovate every 5 years to stay trendy, But it doesn't. It maintains instead of chasing trends, and that restraint makes it feel more expensive, not less. Here's something I didn't expect to notice until I started paying attention: the soundscape. Seaport Village could charge admission. It could build gates and restrict access. It could add more retail, more noise, more activation, but it doesn't. And that restraint, that refusal to optimize for everything, is exactly what makes it feel expensive. The next time you travel, look for spaces like this, the ones that don't announce themselves, the ones that let you move at your own pace, the ones that feel calm without trying. Because once you start recognizing this energy, you'll find it everywhere, and you'll never settle for the loud, shiny alternative again.